Hey everybody, I know it's been a crazy week, and on Tuesday afternoon, our Governor Janet Mills issued a stay-at-home order for the state of Maine. Well, we've been working really hard to define what that means for Kingdom Life Church. I know many people have ideas and perceptions of what that all means and who it applies to, who it doesn't apply to. And so you haven't heard from us yet because we have been on the phone non-stop. We've been talking to lawmakers, talking to our local officials, police department, other pastors and leaders, and we're working together on a unified approach and helping bring definition to what was presented as very muddled and unclear. And I want to present to you the reason why it was left so unclear. The reason why, if you look at the essential and non-essential activities that are allowed and not allowed, you won't even find the church or communities of faith mentioned at all, which put it up for interpretation from every one of you to define what does it mean to be a church right now in the non-essential and essential stay-at-home order. Well, we've been working to help define that, and I believe we have found our definition. And the reason why churches have been called to be non-essential is because of the desire that churches would not gather in this time on their Sunday morning or weekday or life groups, whatever it might mean, that their congregation would not come together. But with that said, that the government is fully acknowledging that the church is an essential function for the state of Maine. They are acknowledging that it's very important that we continue to provide the essential needs, which includes spiritual and emotional investment into our people, helping continue to lead them. They've already identified live streams in feeding our flock as an essential activity of the church. They've already identified that our food pantries, our transportation services are taking care of the elderly and childcare, and all the things that the church does every single day to take care of our communities as essential activities of the church. And with that being said, they want us to continue to provide the essential services of the church to our local community. And so that means that they are encouraging us, please continue to do live streams. We've gotten many questions of, the 10-person gatherings and all that. Well, let's bring some definition to a gathering. A gathering of the church is when the doors are open and the community can come to it. But that doesn't mean that we need to keep the doors open in order to have a church service. So we fall into the essential activity of the church when we lock the doors and we bring essential personnel to then produce a live stream that can go into their homes. And so they want us to continue to do live streams. They want us to continue to do our distributions. They want us to continue to function. And so we have taken some new steps and some new guidelines to bring definition in our church to what is essential and what is non-essential. And so we are highlighting those areas in 3 categories. Our live streams are essential and requires essential personnel. Our distribution services, which we'll be telling you more about as we take care of those who are poor, in need, and at risk. We're coming to you, stay tuned. That will be essential activities. And not only that, but also our staff that keeps our church running and producing the material, keeping our staff on payroll, and all the activities that it takes to make all these things happen are essential staff. Non-essential staff will no longer be welcomed inside our building during the week. All work that can be done at home is going to be done at home. We are only going to invite essential personnel for our live streams. There will be no non-essential personnel. It will only be the worship team and our AV team that is welcome to these live stream moments to make sure that they are broadcasted into your home for you to receive. Even within our live streams, we will be conducting CDC standards by making sure that people are separated with great distance, more than 6 feet when possible, and we will have them at different portions of our building to make sure everyone is being very safe. We continue to do our sanitization processes and everything to make sure we are creating a healthy environment for all of our essential staff. We will continue to do this for the next 30 days, and we will make sure that anything that we do at Kingdom Life Church will follow CDC sanitization processes. Even our delivery services and distributions will follow these guidelines. We're bringing in professional voices and professional material to make sure we do as such. And so we are going to continue to do what we have been doing with these new guidelines, making sure everyone is safe and making sure that we follow all of these guidelines. And so we want to ask you to do the exact same thing. We're asking you all to stay home. We're asking you all to only leave your house for essential activities. We're asking you to be creative, to reach out and encourage one another. We're asking you to find ways to spend time with the Lord in prayer, that you would come out of this season with great habits that you created while you had this time and this freedom to create them. And last but not least, I know many of you are wondering, what about Easter? Well, I want to let you know, stay tuned, because we have been actually sending people to ask the governor this direct question: what about Easter? Can we do the drive-ins? And this question has been asked, and our governor has actually said that it is entirely legal for us to have a drive-in Easter service. So, with that said, we have gone to our local officials. We're not just taking that statement, we're also going to our local officials, and we're saying, hey, are you guys on board? Police department, town managers, are you guys with us? Can we do this? And they are saying to us, yes, we are with you, but we're just awaiting a couple documents that will have a seal of approval to make sure that we do this, we do it well, we do it smart, we do it with precautions. So stay tuned, we'll let you know. But we are, come on somebody, the church is essential in this time, in this hour. And we're asking you all to be wise, be smart, stay home. And we're going to be just as wise, just as smart, and take all the precautions to make sure this is safe, you're safe, and that we will see the end of this thing. We love you. Bless you. Take care, everybody.